greatness, Wade responded with this. It's not possible. Can't go past it. How can you? That's as great as it gets. The only thing you can do, like I said, is be A1, AB. There's no way higher. So let's take a look at how the two stack up when we only look at what they've done at this point in their lives at the age of 31. They're actually pretty even when it comes to NBA titles, finals MVPs, and LeBron actually has one more regular season MVP title. The main difference, Jordan doesn't have the 4 finals losses. Stephen A., were you surprised, Wade saying this, that his boy couldn't surpass MJ?
I was a bit surprised because I didn't expect him to be that candid. I mean, he loves LeBron James. They're brothers. They're incredibly tight. And nothing about that has changed nor will ever change. As a matter of fact, D-Wade butted heads with Pat Riley upon LeBron James' departure from South Beach because Riley's old school. The minute LeBron James left, LeBron was the enemy. And he wanted everyone in the Miami Heat organization to adopt that mentality as LeBron James being the enemy. And D-Wade doesn't play that game. That's not who he is. He and I spoke about that personally on several occasions. That's not who he is. LeBron James is his brother for life, and that's just the way it's going to be. And even though LeBron James has friends like Chris Paul's the godfather to his sons, and, you know, he's tight with Melo and what have you, outside of Randy, Maverick, and Rich, nobody's closer to LeBron than you know, D-Wade along with CP3. And so please understand that. Having said all of that, I still can't deny the fact that D-Wade is absolutely right. Let's just call it what it is. LeBron James is the best player in the world. LeBron James belongs on the Mount Rushmore in NBA annals when you consider some of the things that he's been able to accomplish. He's not finished yet, but he never has, nor will he ever be Michael Jordan. And that is the reality. What LeBron James grew and matured into, MJ was that killer coming into the league. He just didn't have the parts to help him. That same dude that Larry Bird called the closest thing to God when he dropped 63 on Boston in just his second year in the league in the playoffs, that's Michael Jordan. That was never LeBron James. And so when you look at it from that perspective, let's also understand the biggest component. This is the biggest reason that we all have to undeniably agree with Dwayne Wade without any compunction whatsoever. I don't care if LeBron wins 4 more rings. LeBron James has 4 NBA Finals losses. Michael Jordan was 6 for 6 with 6 NBA Finals MVPs and never, ever, ever even allowed a series in the finals to reach a 7th game. I'm going to repeat that. There was never a Game 7. No matter what greatness we've seen from Michael Jordan, I have always contended that the greatest of Michael Jordan we would have ever seen is if Michael Jordan was pressed with his back against the wall with a championship on the line in a Game 7 of an NBA Finals. And that's the one thing Michael Jordan robbed us of because he never allowed a series to get to a Game 7. That is a fact. And because of that reality, let's be clear, LeBron James never has, nor will he ever be Michael Jordan. He's great. He's great. Greatest small forward ever. But he would never be MJ.
Yeah, no, he's
and
not.
I appreciate Dwayne Wade telling the truth.
He's not Michael Jordan. This did not surprise me because Dwayne Wade plays in Chicago. So first of all, as you just made the case, Stephen A., Jordan was better than LeBron anyway. And by the way, kids who love LeBron so much, and you have every reason to, he's an amazingly great player. It's hard to imagine when you're looking at LeBron there was ever a guy better than that. But I'm here to tell you that there absolutely was a guy decisively and clearly better than LeBron James. Let me just tell you that the more advanced the metrics, the more they study it, the more Jordan holds up over LeBron James, even for a career average. Don't forget, LeBron is maybe in slight decline, but he doesn't have like Jordan's Wizards years to factor in yet. And yet, even then, career averages, Jordan better than LeBron. By the most sophisticated, advanced metrics, he totally holds up. Now, for those who would say, well, look, the MVP edge goes to LeBron. LeBron has deserved many more than 4 MVPs, and Jordan deserved many more than the 3 that he got. And by that point, Jordan really deserved about 10 MVPs. LeBron probably already deserves 7 or 8 of them. But for those who would say, yeah, well, Jordan is 6 for 6 in the finals, and at this point had 3 finals wins, and LeBron has 3, but LeBron has all those finals losses. Look, LeBron was getting to the finals. Jordan wasn't. Let me just say this again. I've made this case in the past, but I want to be clear about this. Michael Jordan, the first time he played with another All-Star, no one can win a championship without another All-Star. The first time he played with another All-Star was Scottie Pippen's first All-Star year. They took the defending champion Pistons 7 games that year and lost because Pippen couldn't play in Game 7. Now, if you look at the numbers, Pippen was not yet in his prime. It was just his first All-Star appearance. The following year, Pippen entered his prime. His PER jumped to prime levels, for example. At that point, Jordan never didn't win a finals in under 7 games, as Stephen A. points out. They ended the Pistons 4 straight games the very next year. Well, Jordan didn't have to play these great teams. I hear a lot of younger people talking about this, too. Jordan had to play... Okay. Malone, Stockton, Hornacek, a great coach. That's not a great team. What about the season before when the Orlando Magic had won 60 games with a prime Shaq and Penny, and Jordan swept them out the year he came back, swept them out of the playoffs, and followed that up with a win against the Seattle team that won over 60 games. LeBron is amazing. Jordan was better. It's the way it is. Dwayne Wade is acknowledging that. Stephen A., it doesn't surprise me because of where he's playing.
The other thing is, well, he said it before as well. That wasn't the first time he said that about LeBron and Jordan. That was long before he arrived in Chicago. He said that before. Number 2, well, some of these people, they point out that, you know, well, MJ went to 6 finals, but doesn't that mean he lost in earlier rounds? Stephen A's not getting it, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell y'all something. Does everybody remember that when Jordan came into the league, the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers were the stars? You had Larry Bird with McHale and Parrish and Ainge and Henderson and all of these boys. You had Magic with Worthy and Kareem and Rambis and everybody else in L.A., okay? There was a hiccup, you know, you got the Sixers in '83 prior to that. You got the Pistons interrupting the proceedings. He had to go against stiffer competition. But still in all, he went to 2 consecutive NBA finals before 3-peating. So,
conference finals,
like
conference
you said,
finals.
It's got to conference finals, I'm sorry. You got to remember, Pippen, like you said, couldn't play that Game 7 the year before they won their first championship. Then in 1993-94, Jordan was out. That didn't count. 95, he came back with 17 games left in the regular season and then lost to Shaq and them in Orlando because he had only been back for 17 games and then 3-peated. So legitimately, if Jordan hadn't left the game of basketball, Jordan would have gone to and possibly won 8 straight NBA championships in an era where you couldn't get called for a foul for passing gas.
You know what you pointed out?
Excuse me.
You know,
it's not
this is the upshot. LeBron sometimes is screwed up, doesn't win the championship. Michael Jordan was the one guy in NBA history. Give him a shot. Just put anything around him. Give him one other All-Star, and he never doesn't win the championship. One other All-Star, and he never doesn't win the championship.
Let's leave it there, gentlemen. Coming up next.